Okay, here we are in the Pedders warehouse in Adelaide now. Obviously these big boxes are the coils. So the front rear shocks here, steering dampener, steering pump, and all the bushes that are replacing the ones that are all flogged out and making the car wander a bit on the road. But as everyone likes to, we're going to take some stuff out of the boxes to show you what it looks like before it goes into the car. There's one of the springs. Now the car is going to go 2 inches up from standard. Now it's already sagged a bit, so they reckon it's going to go about 60 mil. But this here is BHP steel, made in Australia, powder coated in a nice Pedders red, and is going to make the car handle really nice. Here is one of the shocks, again in the nice Pedders red. This is the steering dampener, kind of like a shock absorber but mounts across the car to dampen the steering so that it doesn't bump steer and stuff like that. Because Pedders don't just do springs and shocks, they do tons of stuff. These do commonly leak, these seals here, because sometimes people pinch them when they put them in because there's 2 ribs in here which you can see. But yeah, they can get pinched and will leak profusely like mine does. But in saying that, the guys from Pedders know exactly what they're doing, so I'm looking forward to not having those oil leaks there. These are the main bushes here, like the lower control arm bushes and that, and as you'll see in the video when we're pulling them out, these ones here, they're all cracked and worn out and the bush is very loose and moving around a bit, which is causing the car to do that on the road a bit. So yeah, once they're in, it's going to be all nice and tight and drive like in your car again. Right, so there you have it. Here's all the parts that are going into the car. Car's in the workshop now, getting pulled apart, so there's a bit of noise in the background. You can hear that's the rattle guns going away, but couple of hours time, everything's going to be in, it's going to be on the wheel liner, going to be driving out the door and telling you how awesome the car drives. Okay, so here I am a week later after the suspension's gone into the car. As you can tell, I'm a bit hairier than the last time you saw me on camera, but I wanted to give it a week to let everything settle in. Now, since driving the car the first time, and now it's just amazing the way the thing handles and drives. I'm just, you know, I wasn't expecting anything less because obviously everything was worn out and needed a bit of a birthday and a swap over, but just with the quality of the suspension that's gone into this car and the way it's driving now, it's just the starting point for this whole project. So it's really inspired me now, because originally there was a real toss-up whether or not I keep the car or not. You know, it's an old car, it needs a bit of work, but it's a good old car, and I'm glad that I've done this because this is just the start of it. Obviously I'm not going to go too crazy with the car, but it will be something pretty cool when it's done. So stay tuned on the YouTube channel and the Facebook page and Instagram and everything like that, and we'll have another video coming up very soon. You won't see it over my shoulder, but there's some big round black things in the back that will be going on very soon, so stay tuned.